What's up, y'all? Got another banger from the Modern King. Let's get straight into it.
If you're a stay-at-home mom and your backup plan in case of divorce is your ex-husband is going to pay alimony and child support, listen
Stupid.
up. When I filed for divorce from my ex-husband, he was making over $200,000 a year.
Excuse me?
I kicked him out in October of 2018. He paid me nothing.
That's what you get. You tried to hold the kids hostage and extort him. That is what you get. That is what you get. Oh, look, the consequences of my own actions. You can't make this stuff up, dude. She really thought she was going to dump this man and then get a bag. That's what you get, honey.
I'm divorced.
Shocker. You look like the Dracula character from Hotel Transylvania.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I'm just saying, it looks like her face was written in cursive.
Shots fired. Shots
Just
fired.
saying. Okay, I'll stop. Maybe she's a single mom.
Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
Let's see.
I thought I'd be happier,
Stupid.
except
She belongs to the streets.
Except
the
what,
judge
honey?
set the child support amount
Oh, here we go. She really thought she was going to get a
at
bag.
$326 a month. $326 a month for 2 kids for child support is what he has to pay me.
I love it.
$326 a month
I love it. It's
because
beautiful.
he's not working. Because
Why did you get what a bum?
This is not true. I was able to cross-examine him, which was fun. And I asked him how many hours a week he spends working or trying to sell houses, because technically he still has a real estate license, so technically he's still a realtor. He said 15 hours a week approximately is
It's a part-time
how many
job.
hours he works per week. Grown man.
I mean, I will say this, man. If you a grown man only working 15 hours a week and you are, like, your body is able to, man, you got to work more, bro.
Grown, able-bodied man with transportation and no childcare to worry about says he works 15 hours a week,
Why'd you marry a bum?
which I think is kind of a high estimate. I'd put it more at like 0 hours per week.
Why'd you marry him?
So $326 a month for 2 kids. Fun, right? And this is after I was super gracious and let him keep his parenting time. The guardian ad litem recommended 0
Goodness gracious, bro.
parenting time for dad.
I find it interesting how
Wow. Brutal.
In Pennsylvania, the courts decide in a divorce based on equitable distribution. Equitable distribution does not mean equal division of assets. It means what the court considers fair. The biggest factor the court's looking at is the difference between the parties' incomes. What the court may not consider is if your spouse cheated. If your spouse cheated, it has no bearing on how the assets are going to be allocated between the two of you.
Brutal.
The only thing that will matter if your spouse cheated is whether you're going to have to pay them any type of alimony.
Wow.
It's a factor the court would consider if you were making more money. If you make less money than them, the fact that they cheated has no bearing on your divorce.
if you weren't treating divorce like a side hustle, you wouldn't care that you're not getting any alimony or equal division of assets.
Yeah, these ladies these days literally are treating divorce like a side hustle. They're like, just hop onto this one, onto the next one. Is divorce the hottest new side hustle of 2024?
I mean, when you look to marry someone, you also want to see them as someone you can possibly divorce.
We were talking about whether this...
Wait, she's getting into a marriage and also thinking about the potential for a divorce. Goodness, modern women, dude.
Be no-fault divorce or fault divorce. We were also talking about, should there even be marriages today?
Well, I mean, I love marriage. I've done it a few times. So, that's my thing,
A couple of few times.
I hate to say, in my younger day, I used to see it as a sport. I got married for sports. I did get married for the wrong reasons because a lot of women, they don't know how to, cash in on a marriage. But I had the formula, so I did it for fun.
Wow. Okay, wait.
She belongs to the streets.
Are you kidding me? Modern women out here moving around like this is just another side hustle, like this is just a game. Getting into marriages thinking about the end is in sight. She's beginning with the end in mind. She's beginning with the end in mind. She's thinking, I'm just going to marry this guy, and then eventually I'm going to divorce him and take half of his stuff. This is brutal. This is why I tell men these days, bro, just don't even get married. Just don't even get married, man.
Wait.
God.
What is the formula for cashing in on a marriage? You know,
Terrible.
doing marriages for fun.
And so, I mean, I kind of figure out the formula for it. I mean, you know, I can teach y'all that want me to, but that'll be another service. But yeah, one thing is,
I can teach you if you want me to, but it's going to be another service. These ladies are treating this divorce like a master class. They're out there just teaching this stuff. Good Lord.
what marriage is.
The masterclass series is going to come out with the next one. It's like, and here's Tiffany with how to find a man and divorce him and take half of his stuff. This is a great masterclass. Good Lord.
When you look to marry someone, you also want to see them as someone you can possibly divorce, and in a positive way.
Wow! Wait! Say that again.
When you get when you get married to someone, you want to see them as someone you're able to divorce.
Jesus.
Story is not unique. I left a marriage after 15 years. I had 3 kids with the man. I had built a life with him.
You a single mom. You said I'ma ask you if he's here or not. And you single and pregnant. Showing off the baby.
Let's see what this single mom is going to enlighten us with.
And I really wanted it to work. Deciding when it was time to leave, deciding that I had tried hard enough, deciding that yes, it was worth to take the risk of the unknown for leaving the known, which I had become very accustomed to over the last 15 years. And even though I was miserable, there was some security to it. There was a little bit of, at least I was comfortable in knowing what to expect. As the years would roll by and every birthday I got the same card that said next year will be better, I somewhere deep inside thought to myself, there's no way, and the only way that my life is going to change is if I leave. But I had 3 kids, and I was also thinking, wait, if my happiness means that I'm taking away the kids' happiness, and all of the guilt that came into play of, am I being so selfish that I want to leave this?
Yes.
Is it bad enough? But here's the kicker. The kicker is that if you are in a place where you are absolutely miserable, you're being treated.
Why did you, this is what I don't get. Why are you even with this man if you are absolutely miserable? Why did you decide to have 3 kids with him if you were absolutely miserable? Why did you give him the highest honor you could absolutely give him, which is your womb, your youth, your fertility? Why did you give all this stuff up for a man that you're miserable with? It doesn't make any sense. This is why I just think these women are, they just, from the jump, that just,
She belongs to the streets.
they always belong to the streets, and they knew it. That's why they're like, I'm just going to try to get in here. I wanted to have kids. I wanted to be a wife, but I really just realized that I belong to the streets, and I need to go back to the streets. Because comparison's the thief of joy. We've talked about this, and then Kevin Samuels has a quote. If you make the men of your present pay for the trauma and mistakes of the men of your past, there will be no future. And that's what these women do. They get with these men, and they're like, well, I'm miserable, and this man gave you 3 children. And if he's providing, like, what are you so miserable about? You ain't working, and I don't know her case. I don't know her case. But she's going to say, her next thing is, you're being treated horribly. What is being treated horribly? Having a husband, having 3 kids with him, is he beating you? I don't see any bruises on your face. Is he punching you in the face? Is he beating you up? Maybe he just wants you to get in there and make daddy a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Make daddy a sandwich. You gave me 3 kids. Let's raise these kids. We got to adult up. This is why I always say women are children, bro. Like, she's coming in here thinking it's all supposed to just be sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns, and it's really not. Life is hard. You got to grow up. You would figure a mom of 3 would know that.
Circumstances are, but
Here,
you
let's
know
go back
in your
just
heart,
so I can hear the yapping.
horribly, whatever your circumstances are, but you know in your heart that the only way to change your life is to leave. Let me tell you that you will carry guilt with you, that it will be extremely difficult. And when you are looking for people who you're like, okay, well, she left and look how her life turned out, and you're looking for examples, and your mind.
She left, look how her life turned out. Comparison. You're comparing your everyday, mundane life to somebody else's highlight reel. Comparison's the thief of joy. This is why I say, get off of social media. This woman was probably scrolling on IG and was like, she looks so happy now that she's single and doesn't have a husband. I might be too. Stop. God.
Is researching for the evidence that you're going to be okay. I'm going to tell you that no matter
it's a confirmation bias. You're just going out there and finding people that confirm the bias that you have, and then you're just going to jump ship.
It's the unknown that's on the other side. If you are in a situation right now where years are passing by and you are still miserable in a relationship and you're not being taken care of and you're not being seen and you're not being heard and you're just being alone in a marriage, the unknown is terrifying, but there's nothing more terrifying than looking back and seeing all the years that you wasted living in fear.
I'm sure I'm not the only one who heard her talk about herself the entire time.
Yeah.
She started to talk about how her selfishness would impact her kids just so she could feel better about herself.
Crazy.
But then immediately went back to talking about how you should leave if you feel like you're not being seen, heard, or taken care of.
It's always feel too. It's never like any logic, or it's never anything that actually makes sense. It's always just felt.
If we were to ask her what her husband wasn't doing for her, she could give you a laundry list of things he isn't doing. But if you were to ask her what he is doing for her, she wouldn't be able to answer because she's too focused on what she's not getting to realize what she is getting.
So I got divorced in my 40s.
Well, us, oh, good Lord, honey. Well, us as humans, we always focus on the negative, right? The negative is more impactful when it comes to our intention than something that's actually positive.
So I got divorced in my 40s, remarried at 50 years old, and here's what that taught me about love and happiness. Going through my divorce in my 40s, incredibly difficult. From being used to saying we to now trying to get used to saying I again. And then the biggest challenge, though, was being able to find myself in finding meaning again in all of it. I had to navigate through so many feelings because it really affected my self-worth.
We don't care.
Anyway, guys, make sure you subscribe to me.
Whoa, Jafar always gets me. Jafar always gets me. Really? You had to find yourself? Honey, I'm pretty sure you were finding yourself the entire time. That's why you were planning that damn divorce. Saying we to being able to say I again. What, did your vocabulary just get restricted? Did a boa constrictor just start constricting your vocal cords every time that you tried to say the word I or me? Stop it. Stop it. You were thinking about yourself probably the whole time, which is why you left, and that's why you got remarried. You were thinking about me. I'll find something better, and it'll be better, and I'll find the grass is greener, and this could be better, and so-and-so will be nicer. And ladies, goodness gracious, this is why I say hypergamy, dude. Like, you really gotta be the best version of yourself as a man if you want to jump into a marriage. I still think marriage is a good thing. For a lot of men, they're going their own way, and guys, go for it. Absolutely go for it. I think there's different strokes for different folks, to each their own. Some people want it, some people don't. I think for the men that do, get a passport. Get a passport and make sure you got a traditional woman that would literally lay down her life for you. Because if you don't, she's going to leave. Women are hypergamous in nature. So anytime she can find something that's a little bit better, she's going to go jump ship. This is why I say high value men are 6 feet, 6 inches, 6 pack, 6 figures. And then other women want him. Because if other women don't want you, your girl's going to look at you and be like, I mean, he really ain't the, like I thought he was. So like, maybe I could do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you got a girlfriend right now, or if you're married right now, and you can look over to your wife or your girl and say, hey, if I went blind tomorrow, would you stay with me? And if she doesn't answer yes within a millisecond, she's for the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
Because that means she's not loyal to you. She's not loyal to you at all. Like, if I was a paraplegic tomorrow and you had to feed me, would you be there for me if she doesn't say yes unequivocally?
She belongs to the streets.
You know what I'm saying? Like, women because us men, we would do that. That's the difference between a man and a woman. That our loyalty is we will jump in front of a gun for you. We will take a bullet for your ass. But for y'all, as soon as the going ain't good anymore, y'all are scrambling to hit the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all do. Y'all run to the streets. But that's where we're a little bit different. That's why when women get money and men get money, they operate completely different. What men say when they get a lot of money is, thank goodness, now I can have a family. Now I can have a wife. Now I can have kids to take care of. But when a woman gets money, she's like, I'm independent. I don't need no man. It's like, golly. Well, okay. Independent of what, though, exactly? What are you independent of? You're independent of a man. So don't get mad later on down the road when you are alone. You have to pay for all your bills. And then eventually one day you'll probably just become... You're single and pregnant. And eventually you're just going to be a single mom. And you're going to be like, where are all the good men at? There's good men everywhere, but you just got ran by the one dude that didn't want to be a dad. And this is the crazy thing. I've been watching a lot of Kevin Samuel's old clips, RIP to the Godfather. Something that a lot of these modern women don't understand is as they get older, their value goes down. They think as they gain wisdom, intellect, careers, and accolades academically in the collegiate level, they think their value goes up, which is not. We as men care about what's in the mirror and what's on the scale. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what we really care about. You got your weight in check? Do you look good? Simple as that. But these women always think that it's more kosher and it's more socially acceptable to carry a baby before you marry a man. How does that make any sense? That's the one thing he asked these women. He's like, why did you think it was okay to have a baby with this man if you wasn't married to him first? And she's like, well, I was young. How old are you, 25? Baby girl, that is not young. That is not young. 16 is young. 17 at 25? You're a grown-ass woman. Stupid. Stop playing these games, bro. Stop playing these games. You're grown. What are you talking about? You were young. I was young, dumb, and full of cum. No, you weren't. You were a grown-ass woman. You were just stupid. Stupid. But that's what I don't get, man. Like, don't go out there and have a child with a man unless you're married to him first. You need to marry before you carry. There's a reason there's that phrase. There's a reason. But like I said, man, women are hypergamous. They always think they're going to be able to get better. They get older. They gain more wisdom. That's why I'm like, bro, the best women out there got GEDs or they got high school diplomas. The best women out there don't have masters, don't have PhDs. There's a direct correlation with how educated a woman is to how much higher the divorce rate is. I'm almost sure if a girl is college educated, it's like a 90% chance she's going to divorce your ass. But if she got a high school diploma, bro, more than likely you can lock her down. That's why passport bros are going out, because education's not as focused on by women there. Here, bro, every girl going to college, every girl's like, I got to get a master's, I got a PhD, I'm a doctor. It's like, you're going to get divorced. You're never going to find a man. They think that their career and their knowledge and their accolades is what gives them value, when the opposite is true. We don't care about none of that. Where are the men walking around being like, where are all the PhD women at? Where are all the college-educated women with masters? When's the last time you heard a guy say, I'm only going to marry her if she has a master's? No guy is saying that, bro. No guy is out there saying that. We're not out there like, where are all the college-educated women at? We don't care. Here's the thing. The first thing we as men look for in a woman is her intellect. Because if she doesn't have that, she's mine. You know what I'm saying? We don't want y'all to be super smart. We want to run the show. We want to run the show. That's why I'm like, a bachelor's, whatever, that's cool. But even then, you're still looking at 90%, 70 to 80% of divorces are initiated by women. Women are incentivized by the government to divorce your ass. Straight up. You get a passport, girl, though, or you go over to another country, you go to Thailand, you go to Bangkok, I'll bang your cock. You go to, one of these other countries, and you get one of these girls, when they come back, they get a visa. And if they're not married to you for a certain amount of time, they're going to ship their ass back to that country. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you gotta be careful with these women here, because they will just marry you like it's another game, like it's a game of Uno. They're like, yeah, let me show you the tricks. Let me show you the tips. Man, it's crazy. I can't believe that one chick is literally, like, doing side quests with marriages. Just taking men's stuff, marrying them. But there's a lot of suckers out there. We are in the midst of a simp-ademic. A simp-ademic. We have so many dudes, like, just funneling so much money into girls' OnlyFans. Bro, if you subscribe to a girls' OnlyFans, please stop. Y'all are part of the problem. These women are out here posting their booty holes online for $4.99. Y'all are paying for it. Stop paying for OF. Stop watching corn. Simple as that. Quit it. Stop it. It's brain rot. It produces oxytocin and serotonin in your brain that is not, and dopamine in your brain that is not natural, not normal. And those receptors stop firing after a while. And you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. You're just freaking beating your meat all day with some lotion. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop doing that. Go do something else. Go to the gym. Go do something else, man. Go get your money up. Go learn a high-value skill. Do something else. But, man, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Shout out to you guys, man. We are like halfway through 14K, 14,500 something. We're close to 15,000 subs. The growth is absolutely crazy. I'd really appreciate if you guys jumped into the Discord. What I want to start doing in the Discord is I want you guys to start sharing stories to me of things that you've went through, whether it's divorce, whether it's a relationship, things that like the community could learn from. And then I want to start sharing those on, you know, when we do these recaps at the very end. I want to start sharing those on these episodes so other people can see these, because some of you guys be commenting some stuff that I'm like, wow, this is like so good, but all I can do is like respond to it in that. So if you guys can get in the Discord and go to, I think there's like a story, I can't, Nitro, let them know which chat it is, and then put a Discord link. That way they can get in there, they can start sharing these stories, and then one of these days when we hit 20K, I'm going to do a live stream, and then we'll share some of those stories from some of you guys, so you know we can all learn from it. I think there's some really valuable insight in there. We've got some older gents in here, 40s, 50s, 60s. Like these men have wisdom that we need to take and heed their warning. We need to learn from them. We need to respect our elders in that regard. So I really want to learn from you guys. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. So close to 15K. I really do appreciate you guys, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.